Many thanks, Stephen Bede, for, of course, the updates from the ground. And for that particular segment, we salute you for always representing us on the ground. Let's now talk fuel and cars. Now, Total has launched a campaign dubbed Hands Off My Ride, in which they are giving away 3 brand new cars to people who use fuel worth 50,000 Uganda shillings from Total. And the fuel in question is called Total Exilium. And today we ask, does the fuel you put in your car really matter? Especially for the ladies, they tell us we are the ones who don't know much about it. So Total says Exilium will not leave your engine the same. So let's get to understand the science behind that. So in studios, I'm joined by Mr. Emmanuel Sebunya. He is the Retail Marketing and Loyalty Manager. Many thanks and welcome to Morning at 10 TV.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. All right, let's talk about some science here.
Yes.
You guys are saying that the fuel I put in my car does matter.
Yes, it does.
And it directly translates to how long my engine will serve me.
Yes, of course.
You're saying that getting this jerry cans and topping up your fuel should be a thing of the past. So let us in on that, the quality of fuel vis-a-vis the health of the engine.
So the quality of the fuel is very important for your car, because your car needs to have a certain level of health to be able to perform or to be able to run efficiently. And that efficient running is highly dependent on the type of fuel that you put in. While we have what we call base fuel, the way it comes from Kenya and gets into our cars, our fuel is additivated. And additivation means that there are certain specific detergents that have been put into that fuel to be able to clean it up, so that by the time it gets into your car, it does what it's supposed to do. Inside your car are very small parts, like injectors, whose diameter is as small as human hair. And you can imagine...
The strand of my hair?
Yes.
Wow, okay.
Those things need to be clean for the fuel-air mixture to be well done and for you to get the performance or efficiency that you're looking for. And therefore, if your fuel is not doing that job for you, then chances are high you're going to get certain things affecting the performance of your car. For example, you have seen cars that are trying to go up a hill and the black smoke is unbelievable.
Yes, it's an entire
You can barely
cloud.
see anything.
Yes, yes.
You've been able to see cars that are actually struggling to move forward, even when you are hitting the pedal pretty hard. And sometimes it's because the fuel is either adulterated or it's actually bad fuel.
And in the meantime, the gauge says full.
The gauge says full, but your car is still struggling to move.
Wow.
And the reason is because if your fuel is not the right fuel, it means that your car's performance is going to be affected and it won't stay longer on the road. Total Exilium has got the detergents that keep those valves cleaner to enable 3 major things. One, less consumption of fuel, because then your engine is running much better without hindrances.
Explain that.
Less
Because
consumption.
they all want that. Less consumption of fuel. I need this fuel to take me from point A to X compared to any other fuel.
You know, a cleaner engine has 3 big benefits. One, less emission of carbon dioxide, like I've already mentioned. The second thing is it enables your car to stay on the road for an extended lifetime. But that extended lifetime also means that your car will consume less because the fuel is clean. Fuel that has got deposits in there, then those deposits begin to build up in your engine and then begin to close blockages inside your engine. So if you have fuel that has been adulterated in your car, then the performance of your car is going to be affected. Okay. And that's why for us to be able to give our customers the right product, to keep their engine. If you look at an average car in Uganda, 10 to 15 years tops, because by the time you get it from the bond, what we call new,
yes,
it's probably done 8. So you put it on the road, you drive it for 5, so you're talking 13, 15.
right.
And if you want that car to be there, you need a fuel that you know is additivated, is clean, and is going to keep your car on the road.
You know, you always say that this particular Total Exilium fuel also has anti-corrosion technology functions in there.
Yes.
Anti-corrosion. This is it, just break it down for us, because that is critical. When you look at the engine lifespan,
Yes.
Engine pretty much largely is made by metallic components,
Yes.
which we know over time either there's rust, starts corroding and stuff like that. So if you tell me that this Total Exilium has that anti-corrosion technology facet in there, please explain it.
So like I mentioned, if by any chance you're actually using the wrong fuel, it has small deposits, which probably your eye may not be able to see. But those deposits begin to build up in that engine. And when they build up, they begin to cause a coating inside those metal parts. And because we all know metal also rusts.
Right.
So the anti-corrosion technology is designed to be able to remove those particles
Automatically.
as it goes, automatically.
Okay.
So that is ideally what you see at your exhaust pipe in form of that form. So it means that the technology is supposed to keep those inner parts clean. And usually when you start your car in the morning, you need to be able to look at the back.
Okay. Guys.
If there's
We didn't know that. I
if
didn't
there's
know
that
that
black
well.
smoke, you
Yeah.
know, sometimes it's a bad indicator that, you know what, where did I get my fuel from?
Is it just any type of black smoke? Because generally,
Usually your
honestly,
car, if you start it, you shouldn't be able to see as much smoke at the back.
it should be clear.
It should be clear, yes. So you see, that's why in certain countries the level of what you would call emissions is actually calculatable and limited. So they know that your cars are not supposed to exceed a certain amount of emissions
Yeah.
into the environment to protect it.
All right. So before we get into this particular campaign, tell us about the cost.
So the
Because
cost remains
everyone
the
is
same.
thinking all these benefits of Total Exilium, but what does it mean for my wallet?
Your wallet, the costs remain the same.
Okay.
That's very, very key. Because the technology has been here for a long time, so and your costs have never changed because of the technology. The other forces of demand and supply, of course, keep happening on like any other product. So the costs may keep changing from time to time or from location to location because of those factors. But at the end of the day, your cost isn't going to change because our technology is in the fuel. What you will probably need to know is that even for this campaign, one of the other advantages we have a Total card that gives you a discount of up to 50 shillings for every litre that you spend. So if you load your money on that card and you swipe it at the station, you make a saving for every time you spend.
A saving of how much?
Of 50 shillings per litre.
Okay.
So for me, that means that if averagely in a month you use 100 litres, it means that you've gotten 50 shillings of 100 of every each of those litres. So you've made about 5,000 shillings, for example. 5,000 probably give you 1.5 litres of fuel for free if you use the Total card. And that means that a litre averagely will take you 13 to 15 kilometers here in town. And if you're on a highway, that's about 20 kilometers. So if you're consistently using the Total card, then you know that you're making a saving on your car.
Right, and especially with that function that you're saying that it even enables you to cover more ground vis-a-vis the fuel that your car consumes.
Yes.
All right, so and when you talk, of course, we're still playing in the ranges of 3,800 for petrol, averagely, and 3,500 for diesel, averagely. Okay, all right. Let's get to this particular campaign, Hands Off My Ride. What is it all about?
So Hands Off My Ride is a promotion under the Epic Battle campaign. We've designed it to, first of all, reward our customers for their loyalty to the brand. And also, you know, it's Christmas season, it's giving time.
Right, yeah.
So we are telling people, you spend 50,000 and above and be able to enter into the grand draw to win a brand new Kia Cerato. A brand new Kia Cerato, these are 3 cars.
Brand new?
Brand new.
Okay.
From Kia.
Okay.
So you should be able to get excited about that because we are traversing all around the country with teams that are doing promotions at our stations, over 100 of them, to be able to save anytime you spend 50,000 and above. First of all, there's a spin and win that you can be able to do at the station and instantly win some stuff like a liter of fuel, shopping, t-shirts and stuff like that. And then we get your draw, put it in a box, and then we'll come here to NTV. You'll be able to watch us on Sunday at 6:50, just like yesterday, and how we're going to pick our winners. So what we'll be doing is we'll be getting participants to come and put their hands on the car, and then our job is to distract them off that car. The last person standing, the car is yours. Have a nice day.
Okay.
So that's how interesting it is. But for you to be sure that you're in the promotion all the time, get yourself a Total card and load an amount on it so that every time you fuel, on top of the other benefits of the 50 shillings we're talking about per litre, on top of the anti-corrosion benefits of keeping your car on the road, you also stand a chance to participate in this draw where we will put your hands on the car, and then you could walk away with a brand new car.
Let me ask you, so if I'm in Arua and I'm listening to you this morning,
Yes.
how should I go about taking part in this draw?
So all you need to do is know that there's a card at the station and it's free.
Okay.
So if you get yourself to that station and get that card, load any amount on it, above 50,000, and then swipe it at that very station, we'll pick your transaction here. And then while we're doing our draw live on TV, we'll be running numbers, of which, if your number appears, we'll call you into studio, and then you'll join other 5 people to be part of that game. And you could win yourself a brand new car for this Christmas.
So it's open, it's transparent. The
Yes.
winners will be shown live on air.
Live on
We'll
air.
see it. We'll be
Yes.
participants as the viewers.
We're better off that way for believability. Otherwise,
right.
you know what people say about promotions. So
Correct,
you want to
right.
keep it as open as possible.
Okay, so how long will this promotion take?
So the promotion is about two months.
Okay.
Yes. So ideally, we started at the beginning of November until end of December.
End of December.
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming through. Last remarks?
I would like to thank our customers and our viewers for being loyal to the brand. Total is the company that gives you the Total Exilium that cleans your engine kilometer after kilometer. And it's very important that you keep your car on the road, very safe. Not only because you need to be able to, it's no longer a luxury like back in the day.
Yeah.
It's an essential. People choose to buy cars over land
Right, right.
because of the commotion in this city. So
Right.
I would like to ask all our customers to stick with the fuel that they are sure will clean their engines
Okay.
and keep them on the road.
All right. Before I let you go, 1 second. I've
Yes.
forgotten something, and it's critical for you to, point out to. We're always having conversations about climate change,
Yes.
and carbon emissions are one of the contributors. So how is this Total Exilium pretty much playing a role in making sure that that is sorted out?
Already in different countries, you'll notice that there's a level of sulfur content that is allowed in fuels.
Yes.
And for Uganda, we also have that level. But every time we get our base fuel cleaned up to become Total Exilium fuel, already we are contributing to the fight in climate change.
Okay.
And therefore, it's all about reducing the emissions that come out of people's cars.
Right.
So if you're consistently using that fuel, the emissions are less, and Kampala will be a cleaner city.
Okay.
I've seen a survey where Kampala was ranked quite. The air mixture was not that good.
Right.
In East Africa, I think we were the worst.
And we're still cutting down our trees.
So, which is sad. So
Yes.
use the right fuel, and
Okay.
emissions will be reduced.
Thank you so much, Mr. Emmanuel Sebunya. Of course, he is the Retail Marketing and Loyalty Manager from Total Uganda. Keep those conversations coming on #morning@NTV. Allow us to pay our bills, and I'll be back with the birthday wishes. Stay with us.